Hello, Umut here. Welcome to another video. Today I'm working on my art journal. This is my favorite journal, Moleskine Sketchbook. I'm going to give the link down below to you. And these are the beautiful digital stamps from ElenaZinski Art that I'm going to use. I'm going to show you which ones I selected because I selected a few. Here is her Etsy shop. One of the barrel digi stamps. We have this quirky woman who looks very grumpy. So she's one of the stamps I used. I used the colored version. But you get both the uncolored and colored versions together with a very colorful house and a tree. Another digi stamp that I used from Elena's store is the coffee one. I am a coffee lover, so this is one of my favorite stamps. There are lots of coffee cups, takeaway cups, cold coffee, hot coffee, and some snacks coming with it, all in colored and uncolored versions. So it's one of my absolute favorites with beautiful sentiments as well. I'm sure I'm going to use this over and over again. It's one of those very versatile stamps. And the other is again a favorite one because I love these sheep that she drew and I used it before. So if you want to see that page, I'm going to link it down below and up in the cards. It's a very colorful one. And today I'm going to use the other sheep that I didn't use before. Here is my page that I did with it. She put it there and I'm going to give you the link down below. And these are the things that you get with this digi stamp. I love these sheep and the look on his face, so I can't wait to do something with it. And first, I'm just going to cut all these sentiments, like words related to coffee. She has many, like to go, smoothie, hot chocolate, caramel, iced mocha, all these things. I just printed these on a piece of normal copy paper, like a printer paper that you use normally. And I'm just cutting it to create a collage at the background to stay at the back when I put color on it. After I cut, I'm going to randomly stick it on my page. I'm using my matte medium to go over it. I get a lot of questions like when you print digi stamps with your ink printer that has ink, doesn't it smudge when you use matte medium or other things? I am using a dry brush always and I am going over it with matte medium very gently. I am not harshly pressing or smudging it a lot. So as you see here, even if it's smudging, it's not even visible. It's barely visible. So I'm very comfortable with it. Today I'm going to use my Arteza Iridescent paints. These are metallic acrylics that are translucent. And I love the colors. Again, I'm going to put the link down below for you to check them out. Also, I have a discount code still that you can use. So follow the links down below for that. I'm using the pink and orange colors. This is just the background to cover all these things that I glued there. And to give color, you can use whatever you want. It's totally up to you. You can use your existing acrylics, inks, whatever you want. It's a personal choice. I'm just layering my paint slowly. It doesn't look the most beautiful thing at first, but as I layer, I think it will look nice. And I'm going to do a lot of things at the front. These paints have a beautiful shimmer to them, so when I finish, I will show you the finished pages and you will see the shimmer. And by the way, before I forget, Elena just created a Facebook page where you can interact, have fun, and also post pictures when you use her digital stamps or other stamps. I will also give you the link down below at the description area. Check it out. She's a lot of fun. She's very quirky and lovely. Also, I will be there too, so we can create funny pages and laugh together. I think we need these communities even more so these days when we cannot meet our friends or families mostly. Also, she's giving a free digital stamp at the moment to download and use, so don't miss it because it's very funny. In the meantime, I just kept layering and layering over my page until I am happy with it, and I think I will leave it here. I did enough layering, and just to give it a little bit pop and interest, I'm going to do some splashes. This is Dina Wakely's acrylic spray. Since it's acrylic over acrylic and I dried my page, it's going to stay on top and create this nice texture. I used it in pink. And now I'm going to use also the turquoise one. The turquoise one will create a very nice contrast over these other colors. And as you see, it makes a really beautiful pop. After this, I'm going to dry it and start working on my focal points. I have these, and first thing I will do is, because I'm going to do some coloring, I'm just covering everything with matte medium. As you see, it makes a little bit of a smudge, not on the tray, but you see on the sheet more clearly. But I can move my brush and actually clean it back. And also, if you're gentle and use a dry brush, it's not even visible. As you see, it doesn't bother me at all, and when you see the final page, it won't be even visible. It smudges a tiny bit. I'm using, why I covered it with matte medium is I want to use my Faber-Castell pit brush markers to easily color. Actually, the tray is colored, but I wanted to darken it up a little bit and also give some shadowing. I'm going to color my sheep with a very neutral color, like a skin color, and then I'm going to give some shadows here and there with a more pink blush color. You can use again whichever coloring medium you want. If you like alcohol markers, use your alcohol markers. If not, colored pencils, inks, anything is possible. I also gave some blush on the cheeks to make him cuter, and now I'm going to stick it on my page. Again, I'm using my matte medium, and here is my story. This sheep is called Charlie in my mind, and he's carrying a tray of coffee, different coffee types, to Beryl, who is the grumpy woman who cannot do anything without having her coffee in the morning. So this poor Charlie is carrying all this coffee for her to choose from to have her morning coffee. Making my art journals, I have always a story in my mind. Maybe sometimes I don't tell you, but it's the case. And when these focal points are quirky like this, I always try to make fun of it for myself. After all, we are doing this for ourselves. Now I'm going to fussy cut Beryl, which is very easy. But before sticking her, I just wanted more texture and more fun at the background and a little bit more contrast actually. So I'm using the colors that I see on the coffee cups or the tray. This is broken china from this dress. So I use this stencil. This stencil is ancient, really. It's from a few years back. Faber-Castell was making paper stencils in their mixed media range, Design Memory Craft, and I bought it when I first started mixed media, and it's still in my stash. So to feel better about it, I decided to use it. It doesn't matter what you use here. As you see, I'm very careless. I'm just smudging it with my hand. I didn't even use a blender or anything. I just want a little bit fun and texture at the background, and less perfect is better actually. It looks more organic. I'm using another darker purplish blue from Paper Artsy, and again using the same stencil, smudging it here and there. You can use whichever stencil you have, it doesn't matter. I just wanted something at the back of her. And I'm going to use another color as well, Picket Raspberry from Distress, and use another stencil from the same collection of Faber-Castell, again with my hands. These are liquid paints, so it seeps through the stencil a little bit, but I really don't care because my objective is to have a little bit funny, colorful things going on at the back. After it's dry, I'm just sticking down Beryl as well. This is colored by Elena. It's included in the stamp set. And I just printed it and using it as it is. And as my sentiment, the sentiment is coming from the coffee collection. And I'm just sticking it down with a matte medium again, trying not to smudge it, but I'm going to put some color on it as well. And the sentiment is very funny. I take my coffee with 2 spoons of don't talk to me until I'm done. It sounds like something that this woman would say, because she looks super grumpy, like she's up in the morning and didn't have her coffee yet. I don't know if you're like that, but I definitely need my coffee in the morning as well. And this poor thing is bringing coffee to Beryl. I'm just drawing some border here, but you will see that I won't like it in the end. And I'm going to get rid of it. I just wanted to leave this part so that you can see how you can change things that you don't like. It's quite easy, so nothing is the end of the world. Now I'm going to do some shading. I'm using my cinnamon color Faber-Castell pit brush marker. And I'm just smudging it with my finger. It's very easy because the background is acrylic, especially metallics are even more slippery, so it stays quite a long time. You will see that it was too much, so I will just use my baby wipe to just get rid of it. This is the moment I realized I don't want the border as well, and voila, here we go. With a baby wipe it goes away. You can wipe it off over metallic acrylics. This was a pen easily because as I said, metallic acrylics are even more resisting to something that you put on top, so that marker can be erased from metallic paints. Here I decided to color the sentiment because it was too white. The sheep is also this color, so I decided to use this color and give a shade to it. It's a very neutral color anyway. And here I decided to give a rope to my sheep because it looks like it's on balance something, and I didn't want it to look like it's in the air. So I'm using a black marker to draw a rope, and I'm going to put a couple of ribbons at the beginning and end. So even his situation got worse and worse. And afterwards I'm going to bring this pink Picket Raspberry and just give a pink nose, and I'm going to just do these dots with pink. I know from camera maybe it doesn't make a difference, but in person it shows, and it makes it very cute. And I want to do some splashes with this dark blue-purple color so that there is cohesiveness on my page. I felt like it was needed. And as a border, I decided to have a simple black border to just highlight the edges and draw the eye inside. And as you can guess, I will do my white splashes too with this is acrylic spray of Dina Wakley to make it easy. You can water down some white paint too. This is to lighten up the page a little bit. As you see, it makes it brighter and very nice. And I really want to write the names of these characters on the page as well. This is Beryl, named by Elena, and this is Charlie, named by Bill. So I just wanted it as a part of the story. And I will give little details to my border to make it more quirky as well. And I think I'm finished. It's a very colorful and shiny page, as you see, because of the metallic acrylic paints. And I love the story behind it, how I use different stamps to bring this together. I hope it gave you inspiration and new ideas. And don't forget to join us in the Facebook group to have more fun. I wish you all a beautiful day. I hope you stay safe, healthy, and happy. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.